And we are back yet again. My name is Boyd and I am joined with the inimitable ChronoJJ in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Oranos from the King clan. His name is Sensway. In the red color, playing as Zeus is SpenserAoM. Sensway taking that first game, now leading 1-0 in this best of 5 series for the Bill Gregg Open tournament. $1,000 cash prize, or prize pool should be.
I do have to ask you, are you like making up words to describe me, or you just have like a thesaurus next to you?
I am a thesaurus, so so I'm actually my real job is I'm actually a professional pianist, and a lot of my gigs there's like a duo that announces at the start, and they do the singing, and they'll like describe each other with with some very colorful words, and I'm just stealing those, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, Painted Desert. Painted Desert gets a little bit of dislike in the community, but I like it. I think it's a pretty cool map, and it actually spawned a very high hunt for the initial in-base hunt. We've got 2 zebra and 2 rhino. That's quite a bit.
I got 1400 food to just start the game off. Gotta like that as a runner. So not a lot of walking you're gonna have to do to get to the classical age. So probably gonna see that standard 430, which you love to see.
Oh, and Spencer, I just noticed, which you probably said, is he is Zeus this game and not Loki. So we've got a god switch.
Swapping things up. I mean, if you checked out the More Champion versus Na'Vi game, a little bit of a spoiler for you if you haven't seen that one, but we did see a really strong high hunt Zeus strategy from More. So we'll see if that's what Spencer's going to go for, or if it's something a little bit different. But hopefully it's going to be of the aggressive variety, because that's what I love to see.
Yeah, and this is actually more towards the high hunt for Painted Desert. You see how each player has 2 gazelle spawn.
Yep, 2 gazelle spawn and a zebra spawn, right?
It's a 50-50 chance that you get 2 gazelle spawn as opposed to just 1. So with that being 2, that's gonna even pump up the hunt amount on this map even more than what it could potentially be.
Yes.
Then you always get a zebra spawn, and then you'll always get an elephant and gazelle spawn, which we kind of see those. The zebra, or not the zebra slash giraffe, they can kind of go back and forth. And the elephant spawn will generally spawn forward, and your gazelle will be the back slash side hunt. But I like Zeus versus Oranos. It's a fun matchup. It'd be pretty cutthroat. A lot of aggression early.
Yeah, it's definitely one of Oranos' more tough matchups, I think, just because you can't really prepare for everything that Zeus can do. So Zeus can go Hermes and spam Centaur, or Zeus can go pure Hoplite Minotaur and kill them very, very fast. I'm actually seeing a bit of a strange build order from Sensway here. He's got only 3 villagers on the food because he had so much food to start with. So he's already gathering wood and gold before he clicks Prometheus. It's going to allow him to get out hand axe and pickaxe really, really quickly. A really strong economy going for himself.
If he gets those tags, we'll see.
Okay, so we are seeing Hermes coming through. It's just about 4 minutes into the game, and yeah, with only 2 villagers on the favor, so it's going to be a slight Centaur spam. It looks like, not the max Centaur where you go 3 villagers onto the favor and spam Centaurs like no man. But this one's going to see a couple of stables, probably maybe stable barracks, and go Hippocon, Hoplite, Centaur, the standard.
Yeah, I would have liked to see. I always enjoy the hoplite.
Yeah.
Spams, but generally your centaurs are it's a little bit of a safer strategy. The centaurs, it kind of works on most every map, and the hoplite thing, it kind of, you lose a few hoplites and it can kind of be the end fast because of how much food otherwise. But centaurs are a lot easier to kind of to keep
Oh, the Eye of Horus was picked up as well for Spencer here. That's going to be a nice extra military unit or a couple of villagers for his late game there. As if Zeus's late game's not already strong enough. We have seen Prometheus come through, counter barracks, military barracks. A little bit of a late Prometheus there. He's going for the extra villager, for the extra population, or extra economy, I should say. So we'll see what happens with that. But villagers getting queued straight onto the temple there. Must have been a little bit of a mistake, but Silver Lord coming through, and yes, go on.
Sensei's got some idle food villas up in the top of his map. They've been that way they were idle for probably like 15 seconds, 3 of them.
Yeah.
They're running.
They're getting up to that gazelle, get those things happening. Unfortunately, Spencer picks the wrong side of the map for the villagers, for the hunt villagers. He could have really done some damage there, but he will see these villagers on the chickens at the 6-minute mark, taking those guys, hitting the citizens back to the base. It's not going to get any kills here, I don't think, but just a little bit of nice damage onto Sensei here.
Yeah, good to get him idle and. Here comes the Murmillo, gotta run. Oh, bolt on the Murmillo. Okay, I can get behind that.
Oh, he's actually going to pick off the villager as well. He's running away. Oh, he decides not to. Shockwave comes down, and he may be able to pick off this centaur. Nah, Shockwave got nerfed too hard there, Sensei. Not used to that one. The centaur gets away. You want to be using those shockwaves to pick off a centaur every single time. Otherwise, the centaur just get way too out of control. Jason on top of that food hunt at the top as well, and he's doing a lot of damage to them. Trying to chase him away.
They are chasing him around in circles. Oh, man.
And now we see the mana up.
Even if you don't kill the vills, just making them idle is, for that time period is good. Well, what happened? AOM guy, I gotta fast forward once in a while to keep up with Boyd's faster computer.
Yes.
Second town center being grabbed by Spencer down on the bottom.
Yeah, it's almost like 2,000 HP here as well, so it's really early second town center, and he hasn't built a stable or a military academy yet, so that's going to be really good for him there.
If he can, the risk is if he can keep up Vill production and military production at the same time, but that town center doesn't get that back Gazelle. And what's interesting is Sensei actually had line of sight of that for the whole time with that Oracle, but couldn't do anything about it because of the pressure.
Yeah, just having Jason out and 2 centaurs. He didn't have the Odysseus out. Well, the Odysseus is out now, but he didn't have it attacking. Yeah, but if you can get Jason, yeah, he wasn't attacking with it. That's what I'm saying. But if you can get Jason, Odysseus, and 2 centaur onto the Oranos player at the very early stages, there's nothing you can do. You just have to take the damage, basically.
Been good, AOM guy. Good to see you here. And Murmillo's coming down, getting essentially really going all in on Jason there, and I don't know if it's really worth it.
Oh, he does pick the Jason off. I mean, it's a bit of a crummy trade.
Dead anyway.
Yeah, it's a bit of a crummy trade. When you think about it, picking off Jason is actually more than 100 food, 50 gold, because you're delaying a villager being produced as well. So that's a little bit of extra value in killing the Jason off, I guess. But
I'm a little upset that nobody got the monkey head relic. I like to see people get it just for the kicks and giggles.
It's a little bit of an advantage. It's doesn't cost any population. Does some damage, but third town center coming for Sensei. Yeah, 3 free scouts as well. 9 minutes and just about 9 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. Got that third town center coming for Sensei. I don't know about grabbing 3 town centers straight away here. It can be punished pretty hard, especially because there's double military or triple military academy up for Spencer, and the town centers are quite a bit weaker for Atlanteans, and these are hoplite. If you can get enough of them, be able to just walk in and take that out without any hassle, really.
That's why I did just get 2 Vill kills on Spencer's Rhino hunt there, and now forcing the gold miners idle too. So not much of a raiding party. What is it, like 10 units? But they're doing some damage. But the centaur's coming in on the back.
Well, looks like he's gonna grab that villager as well, or just there he goes, gets one. That's huge.
Oh, he got it.
That's just bad position. I think that villager was idle as well.
Yeah, it just got done eating the chicken, so maybe it was too fat to move fast enough to get in that tower.
Bit of
where it was headed, but not quite.
Bit of a food coma.
Right. Oh, hear those centaurs? Oh, they run right past those ones. Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, we got the double. Yeah, I guess the double Terma hero forced him to run away, but it's gonna be getting greeted by a Momillo, who is gonna maybe give him a love tap. Nope, not gonna be fast enough. These centaur. Oh no, a little bit of does get one little love tap in there. Moving in onto the gold mine, maybe turn around. You could pick off one of those low HP villagers. Nope, decides against that there.
Yeah, there's two with low HP that he could target.
And
we're seeing a hoplite. Now we're seeing the hoplite spam from Spencer, which... Oh, he did get the monkey head relic.
Relic monkeys do get spawned. They've got a 40 HP, 5 hack attack, so not a completely useless unit there. And the hoplites are leaving. The hoplites are going for a sneak attack and potentially onto one of the back town centers here and trying to distract the army. And Sensei is not privy to this at all. His oracles aren't in a good position to detect this, and he's going to be making an attack on the home gold mine while this town center is going to be just deleted.
Yeah, Sensei might end up just running right back to the back gold mine, actually. Well, no, he stopped.
He sees the temple relics. He wants that relic, that monkey relic there. He's going to be trading.
That's what he's after.
Yeah, he's going to be trading that town center though for it. Shockwave is already back up. That's gonna. Well, that's a good trade though. It's a good trade. Doesn't actually lose any hoplite. It takes a lot of HP there and gets rid of one of those shockwaves. That way his centaur can do some raids in the back. I think he's getting chased around by the Momillo still though, so it's not going to be that useful.
Odysseus trying to take out pretty much a whole army by himself.
Well, he is a Greek hero. That's what they're known for.
Yeah, he can tank so much damage though. It's crazy, that dude.
Yeah. I mean, 352 HP versus units. I mean, the Momillo do a bit of damage, but if the Terma are attacking him, they don't do anything. He's got 30% pierce armor, so it's like you're basically doing maybe 2.5 damage a shot, or 3 damage a shot, or something like that.
Spencer might have a hard time getting that side town center as we see a big fight coming down right in front of Spencer's base, which with the Centaur showing up, he'll clean this up.
This is actually a really good fight for Spencer. Spencer is trying to bring the rest of his army in, but it may be a little bit too late. There's a bunch of hero Terma here, so huge attack right here. He's managed to kind of surround the army, but Oranos' pathfinding is a little bit too good there. Sneaks through the trees and out of the surround, but more units are dying than are being killed for Sensei as Spencer is pushing him out of the base. Got to feel good about that one.
It's getting raided on his wood bills there though again.
Yeah, he's Sensei's really good at splitting his army up and doing some multi-raids where most people who play the game aren't like good enough to focus on a fight and then also focus on their economy. So if you can get send a couple of units off from your army onto like a gold mine, you don't even have to look at it. You just deal so much damage without anything happening, like without any reaction. There's a fight going on.
Sensei could almost grab that other. I mean, does he just go straight to the heroic age, or does he try to like sneak and grab that 4th town center?
I definitely don't think grabbing a 4th town center is the right idea here. Get to the heroic age, get chaos, and then you can at least make this army a little bit less potent. But fighting is not the right idea here. The Greek army is disgustingly strong. You have no Kyra Ballista to deal with the hoplites, and you're just going to get pushed out here with the help of Centaur. We got 1 Kyra Ballista, but with the help of Centaur, Jason, and Odysseus, this is a really strong army. You've even got Toxotes joining the party as well, now that the Terma has stopped creation. A really nice transition here from Spencer.
One bad thing, though, is while he's winning this fight, his gold mine is being raided.
Yeah. You're not actually getting any kills, though. The villagers are just moving at this point. A couple of getting pretty low, but Spencer has reacted to that fairly fast.
Fight keeps on going well for Spencer. We do now see some Cheer Ballista coming out.
Yeah, he's in here. It's like, it looks like he's being cleaned up though, so maybe Spencer's getting a little bit too eager. He's winning some fights there, and now this spam, the Oranos spam, is getting a bit much. You can see Sensei's updated his military abilities. He's now got 5, so that's a very fast spam for an Oranos player here, whereas Spencer's sitting at 88 population and Sensei is sitting at 140 population. 15 minutes and 15 seconds into the game, just like he's doing the stuff.
Yeah.
Spencer has
the last tourney final, Nick. I will, but it hasn't been played yet. A never-ending True Low tournament.
Yeah, Spencer has managed to get 3 town centers though up, and I feel like his economy is, while he's being hit with the raids a little bit, it's pretty good. And he's being raided yet again since he's all on top of this gold mine. He's got that oracle there just to check it out, so he knows when someone's on there. I don't understand why Spencer hasn't just killed that oracle off with the villagers, but
I don't know.
He's on top of it, reacting. He's got the Toxotes and the Hoplite coming in here, recapturing those relics.
Yes. Good to see that helpful monkeys coming again.
But
I really feel like Sensei, if he would have played a little bit better, could have prevented that side town center from going up.
Yeah, that was definitely a sneak town center while the attack was happening, though. It's kind of a rule in StarCraft. It's like attack and expand. So while Spencer was attacking there, he was expanding, and he's taking that StarCraft tip to heart there. And actually, maybe Sensei could have played it better and stopped it, but the distraction was enough.
Like these unused farms next to Sensei's right town center, they've like been there for like a long time. They're just sitting there. It's really driving me crazy.
Oh, the against Spencer's town center, just the unused farms.
Yeah.
What can you do?
An attack on the left gold mine now, and we've got the villagers coming in. Yeah, the kinda.
Down there's the 3rd shockwave. So now we're finally even on the god powers. So villagers are coming in. This is going to force Sensei out of here. At this point, Spencer kind of just needs to stay alive. If he can stay alive here, he just gets further and further ahead of the Oranos player, and he should be able to get late game and crush this Oranos with Myrmidon and something else. We do see Heroic Age is coming through for Spencer for Sensei though. No Mythic Age, no Heroic Age for Spencer. Sensei cast the Hesper's Tree. I think he's just not used to this new patch because Hyperion, very strong, would have been a very good help right now.
Yeah. Sensei has 2,500 food in the bank and 1,100 gold and 800 wood right now.
Oh my, yeah, that's normal though. Sitting at he's a little bit late to the Heroic Age, so he's been sitting at max supply civilian units, and he just needs to spend that on the Mythic Age and then get some upgrades. He's just a little bit slow here.
Yeah, but he's getting pushed back while he has like 4,500 gold in the bank.
Yeah. Spencer is not as far ahead, or like Sensei's not as far ahead as the score dictates. If you have inflated resources in the bank, your score gets inflated based on, for some reason I can't tell why, the way that AOT decides here. So Spencer's actually in a really good position here, and he's putting so much pressure onto this gold line that Sensei really doesn't need to be mining for. He can just be sitting on that back one if he so felt like it. But Hecate is coming through, and Spencer is coming through Dionysus, so we are going to be able to see a nice bronze here to help out. But Sensei's population is sitting at 117 to Spencer's 148. 19 minutes into the game, just like really pushing through Sensei here.
His problem is that for like the last 3 minutes or 2 minutes, Sensei has only been producing from those front buildings, and that's only 3 of them. And now he just started building from the ones in his base again. But that's why, because he's got like 3,000 resources, but only 3 buildings making an army.
Yeah, and there's the bronze coming down. Heroic Age comes through, instant bronze. Now he's also got the Hesperid's tree, so he can produce dryads. Should be able to move in and take this town center down now. How many hoplites does he have here? So like 11 hoplite. You can just right click on the town center and it's dead.
he's got like 16 hot plays. That's enough. And Sensui is going up. What is he? 90% mythic age right now.
But this mythic age.
Take that town center.
This mythic age isn't going to do anything though. Like he'll put the Tartarian gate down. That's going to slow down the economy of Spencer. He can just right click on that with villagers and pick it off. He doesn't even have to move his army back over there because he's full population, right? He doesn't have to have any. I'm also saying mythic age coming in very, very soon for Spencer. Just hit the resources here. Market's coming up. It's going to be about looking like maybe like a 22-minute mythic age. Tartarian gate coming down at the 20-minute, 27-second mark. The villagers immediately coming onto it.
And a little bit of a raid. Well, more than a little bit. We got bronze top plates in on Sensui's right gold mine.
Oh, that's actually huge. And Hera's coming through as well, so that's going to be another dead army for Sensui, and Sensui's economy is starting to hurt here. It looks like.
He's almost bankrupt now. His resources.
Yeah, and he's just fighting.
The Tartarian gate is already cleared out.
Yeah, he's got the Heracles out as well, just to clean up the rest of the Tartarian spawn. Didn't lose that many villagers, and Spencer's economy's got like 500 fruit in the bank, so those villagers he did lose are just going to get automatically reproduced.
Those 4 hot plates ended up killing like 4 citizens over there in that gold mine.
Yeah, that's gigantic, and given that Sensui's only on 2 town centers now, replacing those citizens is going to take even longer. So it's a big blow losing citizens at this point.
That Kira Ballista spam though, that is so many.
Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot of them, but he has no upgrades on them, so they're not going to do anything to the Dryads. The Hydra coming in as well.
Dryads. Ooh, and I think Sensui is like completely gold block, and he has 1 gold.
Yes.
1 gold.
Oh, the Lampe does get a nice conversion onto the Hydra though, but it is.
But he pissed the Hydra's killing the Lampe.
Yeah. You see, Hera comes through. Lightning Storm gets invoked. Yep, and Sensui taps out.
Oh man.
GG. Well played, Spencer.
The lightning storm.
That's so good. See, anything can happen in these tournament games. You can't go in disrespecting your opponents. These guys can play, man. Spencer taking this game, leveling the series 1-1. Some very nice Zeus play. Dark Horse.
Right? I wanted to see the lightning storm.
Well, guess we should go on to that next game then.
Let's take a quick look at the post game. We'll see. Eco Sensui was quite a bit ahead there, but like he had what, almost 5,000 resources banked. It was also the same time when that big fight kind of came, and Sensui only had 3 military buildings, and he just couldn't keep up with army production, and then he got gold starved, and that's. That was really the main thing. If like Sensui has 6 or 7 buildings here making military, he probably doesn't lose because he doesn't lose this position.
Well, at the very least, he wouldn't lose the position. It doesn't mean he would win. I think Spencer was well in this game, and that mistake made Sensui lose. I actually think Spencer. Yeah, I think Spencer played this pretty well. And in all honesty, like I don't think he made too many mistakes beyond like some mechanical errors dealing with raids and things. Strategically, just like he knew what he was doing and he took it.
Oh, not bad at all. I was pleasantly surprised with Spencer's performance here. A little bit low on the eco upgrades, but he never even have pickaxe.
Right. That's a big mistake there. Which is probably why he's like so far behind on all the resources, right? Like when you look at all resource total, if you had those upgrades, that gap of like, what is it, like 5,000 resources or so, would be probably not exist anymore if you had like quarry out or shaft mine and maybe irrigation as well.